Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my updated makeup routine. I think this is one of my first sit down videos and I wanted it to be my makeup routine because I've recently changed it. So let's get right into the video. Obviously I start with skin prep and all of that. So I wash my face and I put moisturizer and stuff on, all of that. I will first go into, specifically with my makeup routine, I'll use the Road Glazing Milk. Now I'm going to go in with my Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. This is the only primer I use. It genuinely just works really well. And all of these products, these base products, layer really well on top of each other. I've never had a problem with pilling, dryness, anything like that. Those are usually the products I splurge on, are the base products. And then everything else is drugstore. Besides the primer, I usually use just the e.l.f. one. You can use the Milk one though. The Power Grip Primer is from there. I think it's probably fairly good and layers well with these products as well. Now I'm gonna go in with the Haus Labs foundation. My shade is Fair Neutral 70. And for this, I put it on my hand. I take this flat makeup brush. It's a Ingold foundation brush, also from e.l.f. And I just smear it all onto my face. Side note, I also put my hair up. I don't know why I haven't yet. Usually I have my roller in still, but I did my hair earlier, so I just have had it down. So I'm just gonna go in all over my face with this and down into my neck. I also like this brush because I'm able to arch out and like carve out my eyebrows. I honestly don't have a concealer specifically for my under eyes or anything like that anymore. I don't know where it is. I've just bought the Tower 28 one and genuinely have no clue where it wound off to. I've looked underneath my desk and all of that and I just don't have it, so I just use this as both my concealer and foundation. I do have one concealer and it's just kind of what I use in one stuff I'll show you later. But other than that, it's like almost out, so I don't really use it. Yo, wearing white is like really risky right now, I can't even lie. Now I'm gonna take my really rancid beauty blender and just blend out the foundation on my face to make it smooth. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this side looks so much more smooth than this side. Or maybe, why is on camera this side look better? I don't know. That does not prove my point well at all. Also on camera, this looks severely yellow. I swear when we add all the other things, it'll look fine. You guys, today I painted, because I'm a chud that hasn't started school yet, I painted those jigsaw falling into place puzzle pieces right there. I can't tell if they're cute or like really random in here, but I kind of want something to go on that side now so it's a little bit more matched. Give me ideas. I don't know how people get ready without music. This has kind of been an awful experience right now, just trying to talk to you guys and then not listen to music, so we should do that real quick. Guys, I use YouTube Music because I have premium. I freaking love YouTube Music and I don't know why I don't hear more people using it. Everyone uses Spotify. I hate Spotify. I hate the layout of Spotify. The only thing about Spotify I like is the Wrapped at the end of the year, and even then it's not even accurate most of the time. Let me know what you guys use though. I've never used Apple Music though, to be honest with you. Let's listen to Sabrina. But the next step is I'm gonna go in with my liquid contour. It is also e.l.f. This video is not sponsored by e.l.f. e.l.f. just has like all the good products. I can't even lie. This is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour in the shade Light Clair. And my placement for it is underneath my cheekbone, more so on my cheekbone. It's like in between on and under. And then I go all over my forehead with it. And then just whatever excess is left on here is kind of dry. I just put it underneath my like jawline. I do connect my bronzer from up here down into my jawbone one, and I'm blending upwards literally always. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with my cream blush, and I use the Rhode blush, but really, blush is kind of one of those things that I will use literally anything. I just try things out all the time for it. Now I do apply this with like a dense tiny brush. This looks disgusting. I need to wash my makeup brushes. This is just a random one off of Amazon. And my placement is almost on top of my bronzer and then going upwards. Kind of like how Sabrina Carpenter places her blush. And then to soften the edges, I'm just going to blend literally around it. Now from here, this is where things start to get a little bit more on the trickier side. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty powder. That is another thing. I will never use any other powder after I started using that. I don't know if there's a good enough dupe for it. I have no idea. I'm sure there is. My camera low-key fell, but anyways, I used the Huda Beauty. Jeez, I'm dropping everything right now. I used the Huda Beauty Cherry Peach Easy Bake Duo. So it's the cherry blossom cake and peach pie. I am going to right now use the peach pie side on just my eyelid. I know there's like eyelid primers and all that kind of stuff, but I take a powder puff with that, and this is also really disgusting. This is from Revolution. It's just a random one I got in like a Christmas advent calendar makeup thing. I like it. It does its job. And now I'm gonna go in with my makeup brushes, my like fluffy makeup brushes. I'm gonna use a powder bronzer that I also use later over my liquid bronzer. I go in between the NYX Buttermelt one and the Hoola bronzer. I've hit pan on this one though. I'm gonna take it and literally just fluff out my whole entire eye with just this as the base. I like the terms that I'm using because I'm pretty sure like no one else says fluff out, but whatever. Guys, I'm really excited for the Chris Hansen movie, The Primetime, with I almost said Jacob Elordi. Robert Pattinson. I've been like binging Chris Hansen's old videos, whether it be the Dateline ones or his personal ones. I love to watch them. It's so satisfying to watch disgusting people get locked up, and it's wild to see what's going on inside their minds. I'm really looking forward to seeing his portrayal. I thought the trailer looked cool. He kind of looked villainous though, and I think that is a little bit odd because he wasn't a villain. Do I think making a show out of that might be weird? Yeah, but so is every other true crime show, and people watch those and are obsessed with those. So if people are getting locked up for doing bad things to children, or anyone for that matter, I don't really care. I'll watch it. But it looked kind of aura. I don't know if that's what they were going for, was trying to make him aura or trying to make him evil. Anyway, I took it underneath my eyelid a little bit and I did it on both sides. It may look crazy now, but it won't soon, trust. Now I'm gonna take this random palette I have. I think this is also from Revolution. I take this dark brown and I literally just dab it like tiniest littlest bit. And I'm gonna take it on my exterior lash line and go up. I love Olivia Rodrigo's new album, by the way. I'm basically just gonna try and blend the hell out of it on the edge here. And I go in between this shade and the bronzer until it just blends well the way I want it to. This is what it looks like so far. You can't really tell with my lighting. Now, when it looks like you have a black eye, you're doing it right. The hardest part is trying to copy it on your other side. And I always feel like this side ends up coming out better each time. And I'm just gonna drag it underneath ever so slightly. This is the biggest part, this is my eyeliner. I never do eyeliner with like a pencil or a marker. I do it with eyeshadow. I'm going to take that same brown shade and even sometimes this black shade, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to take this small angled brush. I'm going to take it onto here, onto the brown, even like maybe a little bit of the black, and I'm going to make a straight line, like a wing. Now once I have a straight line, I'm going to just connect right here to the lash line ever so slightly. Not much. I don't go into it all that much. Literally the tiniest bit, and then I connect it. Now once I have done that, I go take it underneath. I used to only go halfway, but now I do my whole eye with it. I like it to be a little bit smudgy. And then on my top lash line, I go like that. I try not to put too much on the top waterline on the inner corner because I don't want to overdo it and it smudge everywhere as well. Now, I copied on the other side. Trust the process. It looks really bad right now. I know. Now I'm gonna go in with a concealer brush. This is a dual-ended brush. I'm gonna use this side. This is when I take my one random concealer I have. It's the Maybelline Fit Me one. And I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit on my brush. And I'm going to essentially carve out my wing. So I drag it and I close it. And that sharpens it out for me. And then I blend out any of the excess concealer, like so. And it allows me to even it out a little bit easier than if I had liquid liner or anything like that. And this is how I do my eyes. I'm actually gonna turn on my little ring light for you guys. I should have done this earlier. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's what my eyeshadow and stuff looks like. Pretty simple. It still might look weird because I don't have eyelashes right now. One moment. We're gonna do the rest of the routine now. I'm gonna go in with the pink Huda Beauty powder underneath my eyes and the peach one on the rest of my face. This is genuinely like a real life filter. I'm sure you've heard that before. I entirely agree with it. It works so nicely and it lasts. My makeup lasts all day. I'm not even kidding. I live in Arizona. It is so hot and I sweat a lot. I'm gonna be outside in an outdoor campus. This has been the greatest makeup routine. I've literally gone swimming with this makeup and it hardly comes off in the pool. Why would I go swimming with this makeup? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go in with that same bronzer, the buttermilk one, with an angled fluffy brush. This one is from Morphe, I think. It is the Morphe Abby Roberts collab. And I'm gonna take that bronzer and I dab it in those same places that I put everything else. Paramore. Okay. Guys, I love Paramore. Make sure you're still connecting everything and it's like evenly distributed. And then whatever's remaining on my brush, I just go like that. And now with my finger, I used to have a brush for this, but I don't know where it went. I just take my finger into the bronzer and I'm going to just drag it on the edges of my nose and then on the bridge of my nose and underneath. And I blend that in. If I really want to get crazy with it, I'm going to take my concealer brush and concealer and outline the highlighting spot. Now I'm going to take my powder blush from Too Faced. This one is in Cloud Crush. I always use this color. I've just had it for a long time. I still haven't hit pan on it, but I've had it since I think like 2023, 2024. I know. I don't have any other powder blush and I've never used any other powder blush. That was like my first one I ever bought and it may not go all the time, but you know what, that's okay, it's cute. And I just take this really big puffy brush. This is also from e.l.f. I don't know which one it's called though. The label on it has come off, but I just go over the same spots. I also go in with makeup remover on my eyebrows just to get rid of any of the foundation or powder that may have gotten on them. And then I just brush it out with a spoolie. I don't do anything to my eyebrows. Freshman year, I used to do soap brows and laminate them to my face, and people would be like, do you darken your eyebrows? Or like, what do you do to your eyebrows? They were like flared up. They were not shaped or anything. They looked so bad. My bullies like totally used that against me. Now I go in with a highlighter. I literally just use whatever highlighter I have at the moment. This is just a random one I got in an Ipsy package. I don't know what the brand is, but it is the shade Satin Sand Highlighter. And I just use that with a highlighting brush. This is also a random brush I got in an Ipsy package. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that on my brow bone and even move it into my eyelid a little bit, just to have a little bit of glitter. With a lighter highlighter, this is the Rare Beauty Enlighten shade. This one I also have hit pan on. It's a little bit more subtle, I take that in my inner corner. It's nothing crazy. I'm still gonna use the Satin Sand shade for my cheekbones, like that. And then a little bit on my nose. And if I want to be heavier in some positions, I just put it on with my finger. Like that. Now, I'm gonna do my lashes. I try to use clusters sometimes, especially if I'm wearing glasses, because they aren't seen as well. Like my regular lashes aren't seen as well underneath my glasses. I do not have clusters right now, nor do I have glue that ever keeps them on all the way. So I'm just gonna do my natural lashes. I curl them. This is just a curling eyelash curler from Revlon. I've had it for genuinely like since I started doing makeup when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Just went from the drugstore, and I go in. Once again, another thing that I always just use whatever I have is a mascara. I always just try out new ones. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I do think this one's my favorite one. I like how full my tiny lashes look with this mascara. And I really try to focus on the root of the lash so they look really full too. I've always gone back and forth on whether or not I like having my bottom lashes done. If I thought it looked cute or if I thought it was like really weird looking. Right now I like them done. Like that. I don't like that chunk right there though. I really need to work on my posture because I just keep ending up like that, and it's kind of not attractive, to be honest with you, or comfortable. I totally used to make the like face when I was doing my mascara. I think I still have like a similar face, like I have my mouth open ever so slightly. It's like you're just trying to relax your face while you're using the rest of your muscles on your body to get your mascara done. I feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit grayish, even though I have blue eyes. And I think it's kind of fun. Now, this is something I probably should have done a little bit ago, but I used this lip stain. I got it at Target. It's the, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that, whatever brand this is. And it's the shade Moya. I don't know. And I very carefully put this on my lips. I look like I have a mustache. I go in a little bit heavier on my bottom, but I'm just gonna let that dry for a minute. Now, I used to use the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but I don't have any anymore. Well, I don't have any anymore, so I'm just kind of thugging it out with my powder, which seems to be working just fine. I like when I get a perfect peel. I like go like that, and I like roll it. I look funny when I do it, but then I pull from the middle and go like that. Now with this lip shade, I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk shade 2, I believe. Yeah, 2 medium. And guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of this, because I bought it in like one of those like sample kits like 2 or 3 years ago, and I have yet to find another lip sample kit. But I never buy Pillow Talk just to buy Pillow Talk. It's so expensive for one lipstick. Next, I kind of use any lip oil or lipstick that I have. I'm kind of in between the Rhode Peptide one and the e.l.f. lip gloss. Anyway, that's my hair and makeup routine. This is the finished look. I think that's pretty cute. Thank you guys for watching my makeup routine. Hope you liked it. I hope you guys are enjoying my channel. I'm trying. I really am. Just trying to put out fun content. It's just something for me to do, especially before college. I've always liked videos like this and content like this, so hopefully it comes across to the right people. If you have any suggestions on things I should do, let me know. But anyway, bye guys.